it worked.
Right, ready? Boom, we are live!
Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Another episode of Boomer and Zoomer here.
How you doing, JoJo?
I'm doing good. How was your day today?
Good. I mean, had work and obviously worked with you later in the day, but otherwise it was pretty good.
It was alright. That was an easy night, I thought.
Yeah, pretty dead.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, before we start off, I want to thank Blake Rogers, Professor Pete, Lily Brady, Shadow of Fear, and Alyssa Life. So all subscribers and more. Those are just a few. There's a lot more.
Especially,
Joe, where are we at in our...
We're about 25 subscribers right now. We have 2 days left.
2 days left. If we hit that 30 mark.
Boomer and Zoomer on the street.
You do want us to give you that special. It's
Absolutely.
I want to do it for y'all, but...
Especially Professor Pete, thank you for being such a... Professor Pete, thank you for being such a loyal commenter, viewer. Shadow of Fear, everybody, thank you for subscribing, watching us. We had no idea that the channel would grow as big as it has, so thank you so much for commenting.
Well, we're trying. We're getting there.
Liking, subscribing. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Appreciate it. We appreciate your comments and your thumbs up and your likes.
Keep doing it, and we'll
all
keep
that
coming
good
out.
Stuff.
Keep doing it. We'll keep coming out with great content like we always do.
Right.
So Joe, what's our topic today, man?
I don't know. What do you think? What does it look like?
Well, what do we got here, man?
Well, it's that time of year. It's spring. It's beautiful. We had a beautiful, gorgeous, hot day today.
And what does that mean?
And I went by a little fishing spot. Yeah, it's that time of year, fishing season. Yes, indeed. Now, here's a disclaimer. This is by no means a professional fishing
Neither of us are.
episode or anything. I'm totally an amateur. And
we just do it for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some gear here. We're just going to talk about it and hopefully help out anyone that's
into fishing or is trying to get into fishing.
Yeah, just starting out. You know, there's a lot of fancy stuff out there. You know, you can get wrapped up in all the craziness and all the...
When we went to that gun store, like some of the reels I saw was like crazy, like...
Rod and reel store. They had a lot of stuff there. That's what I mean. You know, people get real technical and real fancy about...
Absolutely.
Fishing is not that complicated. It's very simple. Basically, really all you need is a string and a hook.
And patience.
And it doesn't even have to be a fishing hook. It could be in a survival situation. It could be any type of homemade hook.
And you need patience.
Improvised hook.
And patience. Don't forget patience.
Yes, patience. And bait. You need bait. Bait is very important. Bait has a big impact on whether you catch a fish or not.
And today, in the first video that we're going to be doing, this is Fishing 101, Part 1. We're going to be talking about this tackle box and what Joe here, or Boomer, has in his tackle box.
You don't need a big fancy tackle box. This was I think this box was $9.99.
Where's it, Walmart?
Yeah, Walmart.
So
$10 tackle box was the cheapest one they had.
Let's show the audience what's inside.
But it holds some basic things that you want to have.
It's got some nice storage.
Yeah, you got a tray that lifts out, and then you have a lower compartment. You know, I mean, before I get into the weights and some of the lures and things, I think some basic things that are important to have is a knife.
So you can cut your lines.
So you can cut your line. You're going to need that.
So you can set more lures.
Some type of plier.
So you can help get the hook out of the fish.
Yeah, I have a needle nose plier here.
Needle nose specifically. It's good to have.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a needle nose, but
it's better to have those.
I prefer the needle nose. This one has also a little cutting area here where you can also use that to cut your...
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, to cut your string if you have to. This is very helpful and useful. Sometimes to get the hook out of the
fish's mouth.
Out of the fish's mouth. Yeah, basically in a catch and release type fishing.
Let's start at the top. Show them what they got.
All right. Well, okay. I'll show you some things that I use. I have some what they call split shot weights.
Show them up close.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice.
and these go on your line. They have different sizes, obviously, for
Well, tell them what the purpose is.
different lines. Well, the purpose is is to put a little weight on your line so that you can cast it a little further if you need to.
We got more right here.
Yeah, they're in different sizes, and the way you attach these to the line is it's basically just a round lead ball with a split in it.
They also have different numbers on it.
Yeah,
This
different
one's
numbers
number 3.
indicating different weights.
This one's number 5.
Yeah, this is a round split shot number 3,
Oh, we got another number.
and there's
right here.
15 pieces. So
Same
you
for this
you
one.
put that split part in the line, and
Mhm.
also that's why the plier comes in handy. You put that in the line, you squeeze it on there with the plier, and what I like to do is I tie it
All right.
so it doesn't slide up and down on the string. It stays in one place.
Yeah.
So if you tie it, once you crimp it on there, you tie it.
Mm-hmm.
You just wrap your string around it and tie it. No
Alright.
big deal.
Now let's get into the fun stuff.
Yeah, the fun stuff.
You even got one right
That's
there.
that's my last one. That's my baby.
Alright.
All right. So last year,
Like last summer.
last summer, right. There was a lot. There was like kind of a
That was
shortage.
that was when me and you started fishing together.
Yeah, but there was a shortage on lures at Walmart. Anyway, our local Walmarts around here. I went to 2 different Walmarts, and man, it was slim pickings on what was left. People were buying it up because there was nothing much to do with the virus thing going on, and
Yeah.
people, once they were able to start getting outside a little bit, which was
A little bit.
last summer, one of the big things to do
Like
in the
July
summer.
or August.
Yeah, everyone was going fishing, so
And
the
you were
lures
even
were flying off the.
you were even surprised that I started fishing and everything. Like
Right.
I hadn't fished since probably I was like 10 years old, and then like Boomer here was telling me about fishing, and like
Yeah,
So-
he had.
I had this one pole. It was so terrible.
He showed up with his fishing pole and rod and reel that he had in his
Oh,
garage,
it
and it
was-
was some old.
It was my dad's. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was one of these enclosed reels that I don't know cost maybe
$30.
not even.
And then Boomer gave me another reel, and it's nice.
Yeah, so basically there's different types of reels. We'll get into that. I have a couple here that are.
We'll get that into part 2.
And I got a couple. Okay, so for those that don't know anything about fishing, this is the rod, all right, and this is the reel. Okay.
Well, there's reels.
It's a reel because this is what you reel the fish in with. Okay.
We'll tell them there's also reels for lefties and for righties.
Well, not necessarily. These reels here. Okay, the handle is reversible. This handle.
Oh, it is.
It is. So you mount it, okay, here's the reel.
All right.
Here's the rod, okay. It mounts, I was gonna do this later, but, all right,
We'll do it in part 2 too.
right, there's a slot where you can, I have to unscrew this. All right, there's
Well, no, we'll do that in
a
part 2.
piece here that, and we'll do it in part 2, all right.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, and
We'll do a tutorial.
so you slide it in here, all right, and it kind of sits in there, and then you tighten this down,
Mm-hmm.
it screws down, and then your handle, all right, watch yourself, all right.
Be careful.
This handle is reversible. Basically,
on.
you can unscrew it. If you're lefty and you want it on the left side, you can have it on the left side,
And then you can.
or you can take it, you can unscrew the other side and take this handle off and put it on the other side, on the right hand side. So
Really?
Yeah, see this piece right here? Look, this piece comes off.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you unscrew it here,
And then you can.
and this piece, and then you unscrew it here, and then you screw it on this side.
And then you put the.
Okay, very simple, very basic. If you had this in your hand, you could figure it out very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, righty, lefty, doesn't matter. Okay, but this is an open reel. It's not one of those enclosed ones where you can't see the string.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, this is an open reel. These are the better ones to have. They're not that expensive. You can get some decent ones.
Yep.
Just to start off. All right, so
Let's get into the more fun stuff.
all right, so I got some lures here that I picked up. These are some I don't know what you call them, fly type they call, it's called a whiptail. Okay,
Alright.
these were very cheap. I picked them up because they're cheap. And you want some cheap lures sometimes because when you go into a fishing spot and you're not familiar with it and you cast, you don't know sometimes the water's murky, you can't see what's underneath, and you might get a lot of snags.
Why don't you tell them the specs on this? It's got a.
Alright, hold on a second, we'll get into the specs.
Okay, cool.
The reason you want the cheap lures is when, you might get a lot of snags and you might have to cut it off. You don't want to put a $4 or $5 lure on there and lose it. Believe me, I hate to lose a $3 lure.
Yeah, we've experienced that.
So if you buy a multi-pack that costs you maybe $2 and you lose a lure, it's not going to hurt you too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But, and you'd be surprised. Sometimes these cheaper lures will catch you a fish if it's a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's good to have. Okay, what were the specs on this? Oh, go
It's
ahead.
got a dressed tail for the tail. The main body is a tubular construction for a wider profile, painted scale design for added contrast and attraction, a VMC hook for extremely
Too
sharp
technical, Bill.
and
Just show 'em
it's
the-
a 30-degree blade that runs 4 to 5 feet, so it's
Alright,
it'll-
a lot of
it's
technical
good.
stuff. I don't get it myself.
Just
All right.
a lot of
Very
cool-
fancy stuff. Okay,
Make
but
sure they
here,
can see
let me just, we got a glare. Let me show you what they look like, all right? All right, hold this.
Basically, they're just really
Yeah, it's got this feathery part in the back, and this is a spinner. This metal piece here that when you reel it, it spins as you reel it in, and that spinning motion is what's going to attract the fish to come to it. And it's plus it's a silver color,
And
so
shiny
it's going to
and
be
reflects.
shiny. It's going to attract the fish. Okay.
What's next?
These lures I like a lot. These are like little fake rubbery fish, and they have like a, well, this one has a single hook on the top, but some of them have, let me find one.
Like a tri-hook?
Yeah, let me find, do we have one that?
I think that one does.
Oh, okay, but that's a different type of lure. Okay. All right, anyway. That's like a rubbery fish. It's got the hook on the top. You tie on from here,
Mm-hmm.
and the hook is there. And this has a lot of action in the tail. It has like a
Flapping motion.
flapping motion.
Like a fishtail.
Yeah, so you try to pick a lure that when you pull it through the water, it has a natural, the way a fish naturally swims through the water.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, well, because fish are not, they're used to, they know what they like to eat, and if it's not swimming
And it's not
like
appetizing.
something that they like to eat, they're not going to touch it.
Oh yeah.
Okay? All right, this is another type of lure that I was referring to. If you can see the hooks on it,
That's a tri-hook, right?
yeah, that's like a tri-hook. Underneath here, it's got a little piece of plastic, and what that is
spinner?
there for, because that's what gives the action to this fish, to this lure
Yeah.
in the water. It gives it the action, that swimming motion. It's designed, that when you pull it through the water, it's going to make it move like a swimming motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All
What
right.
else we got?
We got more of these little rubber fishies. Bigger ones, smaller ones. Obviously, the bigger lures are for going after bigger fish, and the smaller ones are for going after smaller fish.
It depends on the aquatic environment you're in.
Right.
Ooh, that's
Now,
a cool one.
this is a Phoebe. This is a famous lure. This is a very good lure. Okay. This lure, believe it or not, looks very simple in the package,
But
and it's got the tri-hook. But when this thing is in the water, the way they
the way
bend it,
moves.
yeah, the way it's bent, the way it's made, it has a very natural swimming motion. And this lure, and this is the name brand,
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe. I think that's how they pronounce it, Phoebe.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Yeah. Yeah, this will attract a lot of fish. You're gonna get a lot of hits with this lure.
I don't think you've shot one of those either.
Hmm?
I don't think you
The
tried one.
Phoebes. No, it's still here.
What else we got in there?
Let's see what we got here. Oh, here's another one.
What is
Yeah,
that?
and these also too.
Ooh, a Rooster Tail.
The Rooster Tail. Not another good name brand, okay? And the reason these are, this particular brand, Rooster Tails, are very popular because they're well made. The spinner works. It doesn't get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after a lot of casts, sometimes the cheaper ones, that spinner will stop working. You know, and it's useless if the spinner's not working.
Oh yeah.
The lure is not really going to do anything. Comes in a lot of different colors, and this will also attract a lot of fish. All right.
What's next?
All right. These are a couple. These little silver type ones. Again, these little rubbery, silvery fish. Good action on the tail.
Show them on a vertical so you can see
When these lures pull through the water, they got a lot of natural action. They attract a lot of
What's
fish.
in the big boy package?
All right, now, I saved the best. This one I bought last year, and I paid a couple bucks, and I never got to use it because I got it late in the season, and I was saving it. All right, this one is called the Trout Magnet.
Ooh.
And it looks pretty fancy. It's got two triple hooks.
I haven't even seen this yet.
Okay, two triple hooks, and it's got that plastic thing underneath in the front there that will give it the action. I haven't tried it. It's still brand new in the package, but I'm anxious to give it a try this year.
We'll try it out soon, maybe in a video.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm in a spot where this is not going to get snagged and I'll lose it. I want to make sure that, you know, where I'm casting, it's going to be pretty clear. All right, so yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not a whole lot.
You don't need all these fancy reels. Just
You don't need a lot. I mean, there are other lures that.
and the good thing is, there's still some good reels that won't break the bank for you.
Right. And again, we're not professionals. There's certain lures that you use that attract certain types of fish, like bass, catfish.
Sunnies.
There's not many catfish. I don't think we have catfish where we
just
go.
have bass or.
No, we have bass, trout.
And the lake that we went to by
Where
me,
we go?
there's pike, sunnies.
Yeah, sunnies, a lot of sunnies, but you know, I mean, we fish for fun, catch and release. Some people fish to eat. We're basically doing it for fun. If we weren't living in the area we're living in, and it was more fresh water, I would probably fish to eat.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I like fish.
Same here, man.
Yeah. So, all right. So here I have a couple lures. But we'll leave that for the next video. So you want to do a second video? How long are we? 18 minutes. We're over.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're good.
Thank you all for watching. If you sneeze during this video, bless you.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Subscribe. Remember, we have 2 days left. Today is the 28th of April. If we hit 30 subscribers before April 30th, we will be doing that Boomer and Zoomer on the street.
Let's do it. Come on. I have confidence and faith.
We got 5 subscribers left. Let's do it.
Come on. Help us out. All right, JoJo.
Thank you all for watching.
I think that'll do it for this episode.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Boomer and Zoomer. Peace.